Estamos aquí en el Candidatos y este es nuestro análisis con uno de los mejores entrenadores del mundo, el gran maestro Jacob Agard, y también uno de los mejores entrenadores de habla hispana, Renier Castellanos. Este análisis ha sido hasta la ronda 4, es una alegría poder tener a estos maestros a mi lado y ya sabes, al final del video vas a poder tener una ruta clara en cómo fue la partida de Fabiano Carano y Jabokir Sindarov y todo un análisis completamente extenso de casi 35 minutos para que tú puedas entender el análisis con grandes maestros, sin nada de tonterías de módulo, nada de otras tonterías de máquina, a pura cabeza. Aprendí muchísimos con estos maestros y quédate hasta el final para poder averiguar todo el análisis de gran maestro y de los mejores entrenadores del mundo.
The hotel prices, and it's like to rent a villa during the tournament was 17,000 euros. So I assumed Renier would pay, but he said no.
No.
So I looked for other options. That's unfair. My wife looked for other options, and she said the only thing there is there's this villa just by the hotel, walking distance, and it's the only one. So I booked it for the whole tournament, and then I was thinking, okay, now it's booked. Now what do we do?
What to do? Yeah.
And I talked to Renier's wife, and she said, yeah, I had it bookmarked also as the only one.
Yeah, we also had this.
So he said, okay, of course you're coming, and then what else do we do? And then it always becomes a training camp with me.
Always.
And so we have some young friends and some less young friends who wanted to come and work on chess. And then we are here, we go down, we watch the tournament, we watch the games here, we do training, and I do my normal 40-hour job on top. The main thing is we're here together, and we don't get so much time together normally.
Yeah, we don't. We speak all the time, but we don't get time together.
Yeah, normally, you know this, when you're in a different country with someone, you work with them, you always speak about, okay, we have this thing, and then you finish, and that's it. And it's always brief and quickly, and everyone's busy. And here, because we eat together, we sit and talk together, we go out together, we go to the shops together. We have a different kind of discussions, and we actually, it's also for business, it's very useful.
Also for business.
No, because there's like long-term problems, we get to talk about them without having to find a solution in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and also being here on the candidates while trying to train, trying to business, it's like a travel come true, right? Like a really ideal
We really
travel.
love it. Also, Cyprus is amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
It's
I was a little worried in the beginning. I was concerned, like if I wasn't, familiar with it, but now I love it. It's like the best place in the world.
Best place in the world, yeah.
Oh no, I'm in love. I'm gonna move here.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Maybe.
See.
With the
That's
sun,
my current feeling.
depends on the sun, right?
Yeah. So my wife is from Crete, which is the next island.
Next island, so
and the same language also.
you can take a boat. Or to
No, it's a plane. But
it's a plane. Okay.
But still, it's not far, and also the family can come here because a lot of her family, they don't speak anything but Greek.
Yeah.
But in Cyprus, it's a dialect, but it's still Greek.
Still Greek.
Yeah. It's.
And in the tournament, how do you see your predictions? How do you see the players? How do you see the?
We do a daily prediction, and we put it on Twitter and YouTube. And currently, I'm doing worse than random. So this is how good my predictions are going.
Well,
and you're
how was your predictions? If you can tell them.
Well,
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but we have done it for every round, and I'm doing more or less okay.
No, you're doing best of humans.
Yeah, best
More or
of
less.
humans.
So Claude is leading ChatGPT, who's leading Renier in predictions. But it's funny, if you do the predictions based on result, like one draw 2, and just does it like that, everything is even, I'm leading the predictions.
Oh, okay.
Together with Renier. But if you do it weighted, which I think is more fair, that let's say white has 30% chance of winning, 50% chance of draw, 20% black, maybe statistically not accurate, but this is just the weighting we went with, then I'm last and worse than random. Random is draw in every game.
Oh my god. But yeah, at the end is some good analysis just to have some predictions. I mean,
well, we go by feeling, yes. We go by feeling, by what we think ambitious of the players and styles, playing styles. You see one positional against one more attacking, one very hungry from previous tournaments to other who is there just to play solid. That we think, okay, we're kind of guessing.
I can't not mention Sinarov. I think Sinarov, like for his style, like everybody, predicted that Fabi was gonna at least have a draw with Sinarov or at least win, but at the end he ended winning. So
we predicted draw.
We predicted draw.
We thought both players were kind of happy, but clearly Caruana played very aggressively with black, and it backfired.
Right?
But I have to say about the predictions, it's just a bit of fun.
A bit of fun.
Like we're not trying to beat the market here or anything like that. So what it is we're here, we're doing recap video of the games, and later when Renier gets home, we will do recaps, but on Zoom. We'll probably change. But right now, we're here, we're watching the games without engine. This is important to understand. Sometimes I cannot watch as much as the others because I have all kind of work commitments. But everyone's watching without engine, so they don't know anything. So this is why we have this position on the board here. I was not in it, but Renier and Yali, they did a recap video on this position yesterday. So rather than take all the top moments that everyone will do, which the engines basically are explaining, or Nakamura can win a rook ending, or there's some combination. We did include the combination from round 3 in the ladies, but with our own story about Yali finding it in 3 seconds, which was quite. Paulus didn't understand who was to play, and Yali already found the mate.
I'm failing to see the second move or something.
You didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But the sort of the interesting thing we're trying to do something slightly different. We only take like a few moments, or yesterday just one moment, because we thought this was maybe even the moment of the tournament to understand chess.
Yes, no, definitely.
Because when you look at with an engine, everything is very obvious. You can understand why things are, but if you can find out what you have to play. So yesterday I was not able to really participate. I had lesson, I think. No, you had lesson. And I had work, basically. All kind of work I had to do. And I was looking, and then I thought, okay, I'll turn on the engine and see where the interesting moment is. And this was the interesting moment. This is where the position went from black is on the defensive to black is in serious trouble. And this is move 17 after white plays G3 in the game.
Yeah.
So you can follow it there. And I gave this position to Paulus, Renier, and Yali to find out how they want to play with black. They couldn't find defense for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, we thought for a long time. We tried so many things.
Not just thinking, but also move the pieces.
Yeah. Like how to play with black, no? Like because it feels like king in the center. The position.
Many things are hanging.
Many things are hanging.
But also open here.
Open there. And a strategic idea of playing bishop e4 and exchanging this bishop after this.
Then you have basically weakness on c6, h7, a6. If the defender of the light squares go,
the queen is going to be too powerful.
The position is very poor. And by the way, this is why this looks like the most natural move. This was played by Caruana, and it's very hard to criticize, but actually it's a maybe losing move already strategically. And then after bishop c4 played in the game, there's a threat of taking here, and already black should maybe take on d4 and queen e4 and go to a bad endgame. But here very soon, you can look up the game. We're not going to sort of remember it. Very soon the rooks came in and d5 came and bishop took here, and the whole thing just collapsed. So it was extremely difficult to find out how to play. Thank you.
White has some sort of easy moves, and black has the position it's not easy to find moves for black.
And if you look with the engine, everything just makes total sense. But it was like after 2 hours they said, what was the refutation of queen takes d4? Now queen takes d4 is a move that the grandmaster here would be very scared of making. King is in the center, pieces are not playing, you open up all the files.
Yeah.
It goes against all programming, all from very young you are taught that queen does not come
just
out.
Patterns.
Yeah, no,
just patterns and everything, no?
maybe for the threat with this after bishop e3.
So here, and here. all of this makes total sense. And here, white is threatening to take here, white is not really threatening to take here, but maybe a little bit take and then come back to e4.
Here rook g4 is not possible, right? I'm having
I
something.
don't think it makes much sense. You play rook d1 and
Yeah.
the rook will be hanging very soon.
Yeah, we'll be hanging, yeah.
Also rook c1 is going to come, like the rooks are going to come on d1 and c1.
Yeah, it's too
And
easy to play, right?
Black's still not playing, yeah. And here, okay, they came up with this move as a suggestion. And I think like rook c1.
Queen e5, wow.
And already here there's no easy moves for black. I think you can go here and then maybe take rook here and bishop e4 and equal material, but everything is not coordinated, and very quickly the queen came here and here. They couldn't defend it and just lost. And also there was some suggestion of
the suggestion was also this one.
this one. Yeah, this was a suggestion.
Like a more practical way, right?
Well, it was a very natural move to try to exchange some pieces. The king can now come here without check on h6.
Now we take.
Yeah, maybe
Queen
take.
d7,
Now
right?
queen d7.
And then the rook comes here,
Yes.
and you have to already go somewhere.
Queen c8, rook c1.
Well, if you maybe have to go here,
Yeah.
but the pieces are not playing. You're also not escaping, still not.
And the endgame is
Because
not ideal,
king
right?
f8, you have like check here coming also,
Yeah.
and there's no endgame.
There is no
The
idea.
queens are staying on the board. So the whole thing, when you sit and try to solve the problems as a human, it's very difficult. And it turns out here eventually that now you play f5, which was such a bad move before, but here you have time to play it for some reason, because if bishop c4, you can put the queen on e5, and you now have bishop c5.
The same with this move?
Well, you would
Queen
probably
e5.
use the other rook because they belong on
But
c1
also-
and d1.
Oh, yeah.
Queen f3 is happening. That's the problem.
But here now this is hanging.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is sort of the thing.
And now without the d4 pawn, white also
you
doesn't
play
have
here, I
the,
can play here.
the potential,
the potential
d4,
d4. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, like in the game we have this break here.
constantly.
So
Constantly, right?
it's very easy to understand it. But what we're trying to do with our recaps is we're trying to explain the difficulty of chess. So I was talking to Mike from chess.com, Mike Klein, who's
Klein,
doing a report here, and is a friend from many years. And he told me that 96% of the users watch the games with the engine bar. That is 24
Incredible.
out of 25. 1 out of 25 is watching the games without the engine bar.
engine.
That's on chess.com. I assume it will be similar on other platforms.
Yeah.
I understand it. You know, you want to understand what's going on, but it also creates this wrong effect. I saw a study the other day from AI that people who use AI think they understand everything, and then they go to exam and they can answer
They
nothing.
can understand, yeah.
And of course, we know this from chess already for many years because we had our own AI, which is it was Fritz, and then it was Ripka, and then it was there was Houdini.
Houdini, yeah.
Komodo was sort of in there, but Houdini, and now it's Stockfish, and someone new is coming, I think. They already rated 1,000 points more than already for years. Than we are.
Yeah.
So now you have these things like Indian plays a piece down match against Grandmaster, and the Grandmaster has no chance. But there's always this thing when you're watching the ending, you think you could reproduce it because you can understand it. But that's not how chess works. And that's what we're trying to do with our alternative recaps. Rather than what is a traditional sports commentary, which others are doing, which we would do if others weren't doing it, which is what actually happened in the game. What we do is we have this alternative where we say, okay, everyone else is doing this great. Now we'll do like a human trying to think about this and just finding out how difficult chess is, and also learning from the idea here is the young guys will also learn a lot from sitting and talking about the games, and that's sort of our alternative thing. And we do the videos for
for
fun.
a little bit of fun, but because it's sort of not easy, like you put this position on the board and you ask, like how to play. Anyone 2400. Like we are also like played. They played the position on the board with time.
Yeah, I believe, yeah.
They
A
played
blitz.
some blitz games.
They play some blitz games, and
It's not easy for
it's not
blind.
easy at all. Like how to understand it. It gives you a complete different sense of how difficult. Once you see it, you cannot
You cannot-
really go back in time and say, okay, this is like I can really understand this.
I can really
If I see now,
understand this.
okay, if you see a queen d4, already this effect of finding it is
Finding
already
it.
gone.
It's already gone,
You
yeah.
cannot buy it back.
Wow.
There's an interesting thing here, not to be too controversial, hopefully, but there's some players where in online games they have been, using engines, and there's one specific. I'm not going to mention names. There's one specific player who was definitely using engine and was sort of like well known, but was not caught. Got away with it. Just disappeared from tournaments. You cannot. When you have used to being, walking with crutches, you cannot rerunning. Like it's impossible. And you just totally lose confidence because when you're sitting there, you don't understand anything. There was again, not mentioning them, but there was someone who was doing commentary with engines all the time. And here you just go here, you go here, you go here. You were telling me he played some tournament and he came back. He was like, like aged 10 years,
Aged 10
playing with
years.
kids, seeing nothing. And
In the last boards.
You suddenly remembered how difficult chess is.
difficult-
Also,
it is.
so also like the cheaters also have like a bad point because they don't understand the position. They have no confidence then. Like
No, the confidence is totally gone. You're sitting there, suddenly the way you are used to understand things is just gone.
it's just gone. Yeah. they gone.
No, it's
So it's worse even using an engine. It's like it's even worse. Like
Well, the thing is that we probably want to think first and then confirm
Yeah.
ourselves. Like happens also with the academy. We have the
classes. Yeah.
classes and we have homeworks.
commerce. Yeah.
And okay, these positions first, we analyze them very deeply. Each position is exercise. We have lots of people doing it, and it's
We have lots of brilliant suggestions for positions where the computer didn't give it as an option, and you understand suddenly. When I gave the exercise, I collect the exercises.
Yeah.
So when I collect the exercise, I did not understand what the problem was. Only when we have 20 people who all say, of course, here, and then this line which the engine never gave it, like maybe fifth choice of the engine and
Interesting. Yeah.
and so on. But for a human, this is like the real problem. And and we get all these submission, and then we check them. And what we do with the homework, so we've been running for 6.5 years.
that long.
Yeah, I think so. Like we
Incredible.
started January 2020.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we
Wow,
just say academy,
incredible.
Killer Chess
Yeah, Killer
Training.
Chess Training.
Please sign up, send more money.
Link in bio. I'll
Uh,
put the link in bio.
Yeah, but
yeah.
we have classes every day. We have like 700 hours at least a year.
And they are already recorded, pre-recorded,
No, they're live.
Oh,
Live
okay,
classes.
wow,
live
live.
classes, live interaction.
and they
with
also
students.
record the classes. So
We record them.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's like 50-50. People watch them recordings. If they
recording.
cannot,
Yeah, and if they cannot assist, they watch.
Of course, you cannot watch 700 hours.
Yeah, of course.
Like you cannot attend. And this is not the idea of it. The idea is like some classes are for strong players. Some classes are for players who are more early in their journey with chess. And everyone is welcome in every class. So it's like you go to a gym. You can go spinning, you can go powerlifting, you can go this. Whatever you find is the right thing for you, you go and do that. You're welcome everywhere. Some of it will be really tough if it's not really fits you well. But everyone will have patience with you, everyone will like you, and this is sort of like the main thing we decided very early on in the academy, that for us it's really not about money. Like we try to make a profit, so that we pay the coaches, so
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
everyone can go to work, so they can.
But you guys seem passionate about chess. Yeah? I mean, you're passionate, so it's not about the money. It's
We're
about love.
passionate about young people also. It's really not mainly about money. We charge money so we can keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the other way around.
To make it live.
For you also, like this is not a
Yeah, I know,
career
it's-
of fame and fortune.
That's the good of chess. Like that's the goodwill of chess. You know that we do it for the love of the game, because chess doesn't give you money. Like it's in general. Like if you want to make more money, you can go to another side. So I think you guys are really doing good on maintaining like the passion, because it's not about money, and that's what I see in you.
So the idea from the academy, almost from the beginning, is that there's a lot of young players in very different places in the world. Now you're from Bolivia.
Yeah.
Your friend is from Qatar. We have students from India. We have from America. We have like from
Thailand.
Thailand, wow.
Thailand. Yeah, we have the best Thai players in the academy. Like we have an Israeli guy who is here now also.
We have Italians, Spanish.
Yeah. Like we have members who are 1400. We have members who are 2700.
So they're for everybody.
But the idea of the academy was, if I do like lessons, let's say it's for a small group, and I have to charge people, and I have to do, or I do it for a large group, and only a few show up. Actually, the price is the same.
The price is the same. Yeah?
So what we could do is we could make many classes. Everyone, all coaches are secured decent payment, and it's available. And there will be, the few students. Like we have Ashir from India. Let's mention one of our favorite students, Ashir. She is an Indian under 15 champion. She was third in the women's champion. She was.
Oh my God.
They now play you're in India. They have like all these government companies that play
Yeah.
like a league, and her team won. So she won gold there as well. She got women IM, women FM, and she will be IM and GM. She's almost 2400.
Wow.
She's 15, and I have known her since she was 7 or something. I met her in 2017, and Ashia, we love you. She's not a special talent. Not like everything just came.
Yeah.
It's hard work and determination,
and
showing up for classes, being wrong, trying.
And then good.
And
Yeah.
she's now champion. And we have a lot of examples like this where, because we organize it like this, people who come from places with not much money have access to very good coaches every day, several hours, all year round, for
No breaks.
No breaks.
breaks.
That's cool.
But you have the potential. When I was young, which it was before you were born,
Yeah.
I was I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to advise. Even the people advising me didn't know how to, the advice.
Yeah.
Some people were trying to help me, but even they didn't know anything, and there was no access. And now with the internet, okay, I'm not saying we know everything, but we have some ideas and we have some suggestions. And we wanted to make this, I personally wanted to make this available for the one who has nothing.
Nothing.
I grew up poor. When
Yeah.
you're Danish, you're never really poor. But I was poor Danish.
Yeah.
You're Cupid. You think it's ridiculous. You know, when I was young, we had electricity.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
yeah. No, but for Danish standard, we had nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, and
But,
making chess
But
accessible
for,
for
of course,
everybody.
for Cuban standards, we had everything.
Yeah, everything.
But we had nothing extra. Cannot pay for anyone, and nowhere to go.
Nowhere to
just
go.
play and.
That's really kindly for you both. Like really, I appreciate that. Well, that's really kindly doing for the people who doesn't have and their talent. Like they could be perfect. Like as you told me, like Indian champion under 15 is like wow.
It's a very tough tournament.
Yeah. It's a very tough tournament.
And bronze after a very disappointing last round in Indian senior. Like of course there's some like Hompi Harika didn't play, but
No, but she worked.
She tries very hard.
Yeah,
Very hard.
if at 15 she's third, imagine at 20 or 25, 30, like
Continues
No,
working,
no.
she's
gonna win.
Be there.
No, it would not be a surprise for me if we let's say the next 3 candidates, we have 3 players from the academy who play in the candidates.
Oh, wow.
Like at some point, like maybe one every time,
Yeah.
and different sections or something.
That's-
but we're only a little group. Like we're a little
yeah,
academy.
because so more personalization.
We're not like a huge federation who has many players. or
Yeah,
talent.
yeah.
I mean, we didn't even say the half of the move we tried. Like we at some point we were actually looking at. Let's look on this file. What piece can we move?
What piece can we move?
All
right?
the legal moves.
All the legal moves. Oh yeah, the legal. Even
Yeah,
like, really.
like for example, the h5. Should we move h5 here?
H5, yeah.
Which makes some sense because of the queen h5, we can play queen d5, and now our king is safer, but we lost a pawn.
We lost a pawn. Yeah. It's a, oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, I thought no, we forgot to take the pawn first.
Yeah.
I was trying to say we lost it back, but no, we simply lost it.
So we also tried, like, the most tried move was like, why don't immediately queen d5 to provoke f3, but then it doesn't work.
But it feels so natural to take with check.
Exactly.
But the funny thing is, this way round here, it's of course better when you look at it like this.
Yeah, too much compensation.
But the logic, so every chess position sort of has its own logic. And you can easily understand the logic if you know the right move. But you don't know the logic if you don't know the right move.
Yeah.
You're trying to find the right move. You cannot say, oh yeah, but the logic would work. No, because this logic only works in this position.
Yeah.
And you don't know it yet. And this is where, where people, when they're watching with engine, they're
problem,
like...
No, we have to
they say, oh, you should have seen this. Come on, ba 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 ba. It's like, could you find it? Well, computer found it easily. Yeah, okay, fine. Computer calculates 3 million moves a second. I don't think I calculated 3 million moves in my life.
in your entire games, right?
No, my whole life.
Yeah.
40 years in chess. Maybe 3 million. I'm getting close, maybe.
Good.
We need to do the math.
And then in 1 second, yeah. Wow. So yeah, there's no all the moves possibly you already seen it.
But one other thing you need to understand, like this is, sorry, I'm getting totally off script here.
No.
A grandmaster's brain does not work faster than a brain of a player who don't play chess. Like there was done some great studies almost 200 years ago with pianists, where you think like a virtuoso plays incredibly fast, right?
Oh yeah.
Hands move incredibly fast, right?
Yeah.
No, move the same speed as someone who never played the piano, because they did a exercise where you have to do like this without any point. Everyone does the same speed.
Do you think it's more about pattern recognition?
Yeah, it's about using it right. So the reason why pianists are fast is because the transition from one position to another. If you try to play an instrument like piano, guitar, I play the guitar, then you know that the real thing is to come from one shape to another shape very quickly. And confidently, that the transition from, it's not the ability to move the fingers fast. So in the same way, we don't move the brain fast. It's just that we can transition from one thing to another really fast. We recognize it and we understand.
I've asked Sindarov a question a few days ago on the press conference while we were alone, and I asked, how are you training the time scrambles and all the calculation thing? And he told me something. I don't know if it's a secret for you. I don't think so. But it's not common to see, is that his trainer, he sent me a name. I don't
Roman,
know.
Yeah. We know him, yeah.
He told me he put, for calculation, he put in 1 minute, he puts 1 minute on the clock, he put 4 lines of calculation. And he just tried to make 4 lines in 1 minute. And then he changes, as soon as he finishes, he changes to another 4 line position. Mm-hmm. And that's really interesting. I've never heard that kind of technique. I don't know if you've seen it or you heard it.
No, I haven't seen this specific idea, but we have other techniques and there are many different methods, but definitely we're going to steal this.
We're definitely going to
steal it. I can send you the video. He says that, okay, I put 4 lines.
No?
No, yeah, I Polish also, but I can send it to you.
Well, we will find it.
And yeah, it's really interesting that...
Yeah, there's so his trainer is a really nice and smart guy, and Roman, we have a lot of respect for him and what he has achieved, and his shout out, but I think everyone has sort of their own ideas and own things, and we have one of the things we say all the time is that chess is a decision-making game. So we're trying to get our students always to make decisions.
Yes.
Change their behavior.
But I'm always getting asked, like, how do you play in time trouble? And it's sort of like, how do you behave when your house is on fire?
Yeah.
My first recommendation is don't set it on fire.
Don't set it on fire. Yeah. It's like in Blitz, don't just make the move that is not losing, right? Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the idea what we're trying to say here is like, if you have problems playing in time trouble, maybe instead of trying to fix your time trouble, it's just don't get in time trouble.
Get better at
making decisions that don't get
it makes me remember at Carson, like, how are you gonna deal with the lose? I'm gonna stop losing.
Yeah, stop losing. Yeah. That's maybe tougher. Yeah, but the thing is with losing, it's it's not totally in your control. But how you spend your time is definitely in control. Of course, you can sometimes have problems where you have running out of time, or you can have a low confidence and you spend too much time. But mostly the way we try to focus on it is try to find out at which moment are you spending too much time, and you try to reduce wasted time. Then, but I absolutely, this method of Roman here is worth noticing. There are many good ideas, and I'm stealing from everyone.
Yeah.
I want my students to do well. I don't want to have trademark training method. It doesn't interest me at all.
Incredible. So final thoughts on candidates, something less to say?
I think Caruana is going to bounce back, so it's definitely not happening.
My initial bet was Sindarov.
It's not going so bad,
and
is
it's
it?
not going so bad.
Yeah.
It's not going so bad. But I also predicted last time candidates, I predicted Gukesh. So maybe
you're in a second in a row.
Maybe a second in a row would be nice.
Wow.
For me, it would be very surprising if Sindarov just pulls ahead and wins the tournament. I think there's going to be a lot of drama.
Towards the last round should be a lot of drama. Yeah.
I think like what we saw last time with the Caruana Nepomniachtchi game.
It's exciting.
Yeah, I think there will be great excitement. I want to say one thing final about the candidates, which is the one thing, intelligent thing I probably have to say, which is the reason why it's the great tournament. There's only one prize. And yes, early on you have some players like Nakamura, Veyi, who maybe already give up. But everyone's preparation for the tournament, they came to fight.
Yes,
Their opening preparation is to fight.
Yeah.
They're trying to do. And now, even though like Nakamura and Veyi, they maybe think, okay, we're not gonna
They
catch
play a
up.
Sicilian. They wanted
We're
to.
2 points behind, it's not gonna happen. What are they gonna do? They're still playing their preparation, which came to fight, and everyone's fighting for first. It's not like the Grand Chess Tour where your goal is to be invited next year.
Yeah.
Not lose rating, make draws, and
nobody's keen here to.
It's like at least half the players in the Grand Chess Tour. It's like, okay, we can take risk in rapid, no one cares, but then in the classical we just make draws and play safe. And in this tournament, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work yet. You think they need to play like more aggressive?
I think no. I think it's the tournament format. So if you reward everyone for showing up, you're gonna have behavior of everyone showing up. If you reward people for fighting, you're gonna have for fighting. So we did this. Renier did the stats, not me. Sorry.
With the Grand Swiss last time and 1960.
Interzonal, 1970. Right?
1970 Interzonal, and then it was like same amount of draws, more or less.
Percentage, yeah.
Percentage, yes.
And it was like similar, like it's the top player. Someone was very kind on Twitter and sent us the drawing statistics of the candidates back when it was a tournament like from 1950 to 1962. After this it became matches because there was Keras, Petrosian and Gela, they agreed draw.
Yeah.
With all their games.
All the games.
And then it was not 14 but 28 rounds and the others just died.
Yeah.
Tal literally went to hospital. And then after that they called it cheating, and it was Fischer was saying the communists are cheating, but like Korsner, it was also totally cheated. It was cheating, and they made it into matches. And then of course tournament came back as World Championship 2 times, and then as candidates from 2013. And the drawing percentage back in the 50s was also high.
It's also high, yeah.
It's the same as now. It's not like chess is less is played out or anything like that, or classical chess is dead.
Is there now?
Some players lose the will to fight because they get older.
Yeah.
But the idea that because of preparation or something,
if it was played out, he would have played Queen D4.
Yeah. No, like here they.
It's out of the opening, yeah.
Of course, Caruana also took chances in this game, which is a big part of the story. But maybe he didn't intend to play so sharp, and then suddenly got out of control. You never know.
Actually, we never know these things. It's like we expect.
We will know because a great podcast. We will see it later, but.
We expected like a very quiet game also because it was a rest day, and I thought, okay, Caruana will try to like you know, it will be a solid game.
But after d6, like Queen's Gambit accepted.
It suddenly became very sharp. So out of nowhere, it's like suddenly.
But he also
double
chose
flop.
sharp lines. And,
Yeah,
he wanted to win, right?
He absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know if he actually thought like that. Like, of course, he wants to win. Like,
Yeah.
But did he want to take excessive risk? No, I think he played the moves he thought was the right in the position. Like, simply, he thought I play here. Okay, he plays that move. Okay, I should probably play this. Because you also have to remember, if you play passive,
Yeah.
suddenly you can be suffering for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, that fly really loves you.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And you can be suffering for 4 or 5 hours, and it's not sure you're gonna have a draw.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
even
draw.
I'm not sure he's saying playing for win is correct understanding here. I think he just played actively because he felt the position required it, and then it was very hard, and he didn't manage to play all the best moves.
Oh, there was no.
Because chess is really
Really
difficult.
difficult.
As you know, if you turn on the engine,
Yeah.
turn off, or not
Oh,
on,
yeah.
not on. Yeah.
And yeah, well, thank you very much. Don't forget to watch our personal interviews with Rainier and with Jacob. And yeah, really interesting analysis. I learned a lot, really. And yeah, let's see how it goes with candidates.